during my time in porn, I also got into the occult because there was a part of me that the sex wasn't working and I was looking for something. You know, what am I doing? Who am I? What is this world? Why am I here? And I got it. The occult answered a lot of questions for me. And it fit in, especially when I was getting into hardcore BDSM, because it was about power, and it was about, you know, being in charge, and in charge of your destiny was the occult, and your God, and when I finally met Jesus again from my childhood, I was in an emergency room hospital, and I was dying. I was dying. Yeah. I had earlier that night. I had done a pretty hardcore scene. We were doing water sports, and at that point, I wasn't caring about who I was, or was I on top, was I on bottom. I didn't really care anymore, because at that point I was also being a hustler, and guys were picking me up and taking me home, and they were gross guys, and guys I never would even looked at before, but I didn't care. And that night I was vomiting, and I couldn't stop vomiting, and I was vomiting on blood and blood and blood, and I went to the hospital, and my mother showed up, God bless her, and she didn't know what I was doing. She just loved me, and she was praying there. I thought, this is a stupid woman. What is she praying? Why is she praying to God? And I cursed her in my mind. You know, why would she pray to God for me? And at that moment, I had rejected, God's last handout to me, and the demons were there. And I'd never been so scared in my life. And I knew at that point that I was going to hell. And I was scared. I hadn't been scared in a long time. And something in me, because I hadn't thought of Jesus, or I hadn't thought about him for years, and something inside of me just said, God, please, Jesus, please help me. And that was it. It was like that. And they were gone. And the demons were gone. I was like, I'm coming out of this. I'm alive.